Hello everyone, I just wanted to show you my planner setup. It took me a while to figure it out and put together, and I'm happy with what I have so far. First of all, I tried using those phone apps to be my planner, but that didn't work out. I needed pen and paper. I'm very tactile, so I use a planner. I still use the phone apps just to be my notification and alarm me when things are due, but so far I'm loving my handheld planner. So I was scouring the internet looking for ideas and inspiration on what to do with my planner, what to put in it. I've been everywhere, you name it. I've been watching YouTube videos, Tumblr, I was on Tumblr, Etsy, Pinterest, especially Pinterest, Facebook and Instagram, all of the above. And so I took what I liked from those different sources, and with their powers combined, I put together this Frankenstein of a system. And so I'm still testing it out as I go. I'm still new to this whole thing, but it's working out for me so far, and I'm still tweaking it as I go to fit my life. So let's get started on the planner. So what I did was I went to Staples and I purchased one of their better binders. It's a half size A5 size. I didn't want to purchase a Filofax or like a Kiki K planner, because those were like an investment, and I wasn't sure if I was even going to stick to it. So I went to Staples, got something inexpensive. I've got the black and white version of their binder, and I like it because of the rubberized side so it doesn't slip off the table. It also has D-rings. I don't know if you can see it, but it's slanted so that it doesn't curl the pages instead of, like, you know, the traditional O-rings. It's also bound to the back portion of the binder so it doesn't, you know, move when you open and close it and curl the pages. So I really like that. Well, anyways, you must be wondering, hey, I've seen this design before. And you have, if you follow Filofax, they have a UK site, and their UK spring collection has like a butterfly Filofax. And so I saw this because I was on Instagram, and let me show you real quick. Well, that's not Instagram. This is Instagram. And so I saw this and I just fell in love. It was so cute. I looked it up and I found it on the UK Filofax site. It's pink in the middle. I fell in love with the soft pastel colors. The pink and the mint just go together beautifully, and it has this like butterfly watercolor effect, and I'm just loving it. It's so cute. I printed it out. I saw the design online on Google, and then I laminated it and stuck it inside the front flap, the clear flap of the binder, so it's now like my faux Filofax. And I also like how it matches the white and the black. I think it borders it quite nicely. So when you open my binder, you find the pink. So I added the pink on the inner flaps too. What I did was I just took pink paper and I laminated it, and I also did the butterflies on the other side so I could change up the design. But I laminated it with my Scotch thermal laminator. Here's a little view of it. I got this from Walmart for like 20 bucks, so highly recommended. I use the Scotch laminating sheets also as well. So these, I just stick it on the side. There's another flap, a plastic flap, on the both sides of the binder, and I have used the flap to put my bullet key. So the bullet key is, well, I just put it on an index card, and I got this idea off of Pinterest from the bullet journaling. And so since I don't use stickers, I decided to just use symbols and doodle little symbols instead. And it's nice because if I flip the page or something, it still shows on the side. So let me just go back to the beginning. And also, when you go to the other side, you have my little dashboard, and this is where I keep my post-its and post-it flags. I got this from Staple, and this actually is for like a spiral notebook, but I wanted to use it anyways for this binder. My dashboard is a simple white cardstock that I laminated, and I punched holes, and I also put the hole ring reinforcer stickers, just so they don't rip or anything. So next I have blank pieces of like computer paper in case I want to, you know, brain dump, journal, or just doodle. I also have line paper, and then I just cut this with my Fiskars paper cutter. So I got this from Michael's. It's the Sure Cut Deluxe, and Michael's always has like a 40% off discount, so I recommend that. I used that at my local Michael's, and I think it dropped it down to like 18 bucks. And so I cut my paper out. I have the lined paper, and I also have the graph paper. Just, you know, little scraps. Now this is the beginning pages of the Passion Planner. I really like the concept of the Passion Planner because it focuses on your passion and your goals, and there's monthly reflections, and I just love those questions. It keeps me on track. I have my 2 years, 2015 and 16 view. Just printed those out, and now we go on to my dividers. Now these dividers are the Avery like A5 size inserts, and they're all white, and it's so thin. They were paper thin, so I laminated them, punched holes, and put those reinforcers again. And I did this to all of the months, but let me go to April because it's still blank, so you don't see too much of my information. And so what I have here is DIYfish inspired inserts. I really like the way that DIYfish, the way she had the month, week, and day view all at once. It's really handy, and I really loved it, and so I decided to make my own. I wanted one that was undated, and I also wanted like a traditional Sunday to Saturday calendar on the front. And I think the original that she has is just like the month name and the year. So I added this, and I did this on Microsoft Word. You know, if you're handy there, you just make little tables and voila. So I really like this, and this sticky note. I just add sticky notes to like little boxes because you know, I could just jot something down and then pull it off to go. Usually I'll make this my shopping list, and then I would just pull it off, and then like I'll grab my wallet. This is my wallet, it has a little bow on it, and just stick it in there, and then close it and go. So I like putting my shopping list on a sticky note. Just don't lose your sticky note, or else you lose your shopping list. So what I have here are the same thing, the task on the side. So this folds out. Let me just adjust it. This folds out for my monthly chart, and so it has, you know, all the days. It's like a grid. I can write everything in the little cells. And then what I use to write is my friction pen. And so these I just put on the side. And I'll explain that in a bit. Let me just go through the setup. So what I have is the week, month, week, and day view. So I DIYfish inspired. It's the Monday start, and they all line up over here. So you have all your Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And what I usually write here is, you know, all the tasks I need to do, special deadlines. Then over here I made it into like a meal like a meal plan for the week. And then I just put another sticky note in case I need to write something else. And then over here, had the weekly tasks, and Monday through Sunday, little check boxes so I could track those. And so they flip. It's nice because it holds the whole thing as a whole month. So it flips open. This is my notes. I'm thinking about doing, journaling here or doodling or just making more lists. I love lists. So I'll just make list and list all over the place. So when you flip it, it's the daily page, and this has the day, the month, and the year that you can write at the top, how you feel, the weather, like a blank space. And I've seen people do that spiral decks setup, the hyper decks, I forgot what it's called. There's little stamps that go with it, or you could draw it in, I guess, if you're that creative and artsy. But I did find a app that mimics the spiral decks, and it's called the O-Waves, and here it is. And it does kind of the same thing where it tracks your, different things in your life, like exercise, shopping, or, eating, going to work, school, stuff like that. So maybe I might try this, or someone should try it, and just let me know if you like it. Well, anyways, go back to this. There's a place to track your fluids. I put water droplets, and also there's another to-do list, and this is more blank, so I didn't put any grids or anything. This is the time from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. so I could plan my day, and then the other side is the same, my notes, and it has like 2 sections. Sometimes I feel like putting like diary entries or like I doodle pictures and things like that. So this is neat because it will show you your month view over here, your week view, your week view over here, and also your day view right here, and then free space to doodle. And that keeps on going on all the pages. And when you reach the next week, same thing. There's another blank area for the week, and so I could put more to-do lists over here. It flips open for the new week, so still the same month, week, and day. Now, I like this system, but I felt that I wanted to try a different system with more, check boxes and lists. I'm just obsessed with them, and I stumbled across this little insert, and this is from Etsy. Honey, I think her name was ThymeIsHoney. Yes, so ThymeIsHoney has these daily page notepads, and I printed it and then I put it on the opposite side, replacing the My Notes page. So I put it over here because I wanted, to have more lists like, cleaning, purchase, daily task, and then like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the day, and not just, the meals on the meals for the week, but I want it, broken up down further with more details. And so I like this page, but it didn't have, a time schedule, and this page didn't have, all of this. So I ended up combining them together, and I'm going to see how this works out. Hope it works out. If not, I was thinking of just getting this portion and sticking it right here. Who knows? Maybe it'll work. So, I have that. But then I was on the Word document, Microsoft Word, and I was tinkering around again, and I've put together, I try to combine those two and make this. So you have your week here, and then you have your to-dos, you have your time, and still with the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I tried combining these two and making this. And then after I made this, I was scouring the internet again, and I happened to stumble across a much cuter version, and it's from Etsy, and it's from TheAverageBlonde, and she made this doodle planner page, and it's the cutest thing. It has the time on the side, and it looks drawn in. It also has breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and that's cute. I'm thinking of getting it, and so I might try that too. I'm just trying everything right now. It's kind of all over the place. So, just trying that out. Got the My Notes over here. And also, after all of this, I do have the Passion Planner because I still wanted the week in 2 views. So this is the week, I mean not 2 views, but 2 pages. So week in 2 pages, just so I could see where my time is going. I know it seems a lot right now, but I'm trying to tweak it and narrow it down to what I like. And I'm very indecisive, as you can tell. So hoping to make a decision at the end of the month. I'm going to reflect on this later on. So there you have it. This is the little system, and I'll just show you how it is in action. I'll show you a sample of how I implement the system with my everyday life. So right now I'm using this clear laminated sheet, and it's also you know, it was just like a leftover from my laminator when I was laminating all sorts of things, and I use it as a dry erase board and it wipes right off. I could also use it as a post-it dashboard, and also I think all of the pages that I laminated I could use as a post-it dashboard or like a dry erase board, including this on the side, even the file dividers, the monthly dividers. So I use this and I just highlighted, you know, an important day and then what I need to do. And then here's my shopping list. You know, you can just rip it, grab and go. I like that concept. I'm using my bullet key system from the bullet journaling system, and I implemented it on the calendar, and I use a color coding system that coincides with my binder tabs over here. I didn't make a DIYfish index because I found it to be redundant if it's going to match this. So I just use this as my index. If you open it up, let me scoot this over. I'm just tracking some stuff. Like, I'm doing a cleanse right now and I'm on like my 9th day, so yay to me. I also have like a cleaning thing I'm trying to track. I haven't cleaned, as you can see. I only have 1 box in. I need to get back on that. And I have things like I play video games with my husband, play this game called Destiny, and there's like a bunch of things I have to track because I always forget if I completed the missions. The missions, it's hard to keep track. It's something we like to do together, and I just like to have it on there just to make sure I did everything. So we go to the next page. You got the month, the week, and then also the day, and I'm utilizing that other type of page. And so it's working out for me so far. I'm using the color-coded pens. Before, here's like another sample. I tried using like writing in black and just using the colors as accents, but now I'm just trying to actually just write in the color. Maybe that might work out better. So you must be wondering what kind of pens I use. I use the Pilot Friction 4-color pens, and I have a little pen loop on the side that I got from Staples, and it's one of those adhesive ones where you could just stick them at the back of something and make your own little pen loop right there. But sometimes I can't fit all my pens, so I either use my Hello Kitty pencil pouch or my black and white striped pencil pouch that I got from CVS. And I like this one because it matches the black and white of my binder, so it's pretty cute. And so back to the pens. I got these off of jetpens.com, and they have different types of colors and refills. So I got it in black and white, and it matches because I wanted to match my binder again. Matchy everywhere. And so I have the colors set up. These are alternate colors, and I couldn't remove these like preset little clicker colors, so I just added a piece of paper with tape and I colored in their corresponding colors. So this one has purple, orange, and pink, and then the black one has like the traditional black, blue, green, and red. And I like the friction pens because they're erasable. because I'm always, you know, making mistakes or things happen and you have to reschedule, so I like to be able to erase. I also purchased one of their highlighters. It's their pastel colored light friction highlighter, and I use it right there. It's like really bright right now. It's popping off the page, and so this one erases as well. So like a sample, I could just erase that. See? I just love it. So I'm planning to get, you know, the other colors. I think there's 6 colors total that I could get. So I recommend jetpens.com. And so I use these pens, and let's get back to the binder. I have this magnetic paper clips from Target, and I got the pink one. And I have them stuck to this page so that I can flip to the corresponding week for the Passion Planner. And I just like how I'm still utilizing it. I just started using it and writing in it. I just wanted to keep track of like where my time goes and have the week spread on 2 pages so I could see the whole week together. So I just color in like the boxes and the corresponding times. So that's been working out. See? Just, ooh, this one is really bright. So I just keep, you know, coloring the boxes, and I like that, like the tips, the width of the highlighters fit the width of, you know, the width of the lines on the Passion Planner. See, that's just like a little sample. And so I'll just erase that, and you see how easy it is? It just disappears. So friction palette, friction pens, highly recommended. And so now I would like to show you the back of my planner, which is, I got this idea, this setup from another YouTuber, and she's fantastic. Her name is Enjoyette, and I think I said that correctly. She had this idea of dashboards, so I made these filing folders. I cut them up with my Fiskars paper trimmer, and I got these from the Dollar Tree. And because I didn't want to buy like those Filofax fly leaves, and so I don't even know if they had an A5 size, but I tried making my own because she had fly leaves with different post-its on them. So I have different sections. So I have personal, projects, health and fitness, homework, school, and financial. And they're all color-coded, and then with each corresponding tab and category, I have the post-it colors that go with it. So this is purple, so it would go with the projects, and the pink goes with my like personal stuff. And so I just stick the sticky notes on there so I could just write on it and throw it away as I go. And so they act as little like sticky note dashboards. And then after those sections, in each tab, I also have, you know, blank paper for like notes I have and things I want to write. And the same goes for each section. I added the reinforcers on the side because I was afraid that the more I bulk up my planner that it might rip the pages out, and I didn't want to rip anything out. So I have the health and fitness for blue, and I have little notes, and then home is orange with their sticky notes. And then I have, for home, I had like another grocery list insert that I found online. I believe it was Pinterest. I found that on Pinterest, and I like this one because it has different categories. So when when I forget what to buy, I could just look at it and look at the categories and reflect back on what I need and what I run out of. So I have the work schedule, the work divider section, and it has like, I couldn't find red post-its, so I just used like a hot pink one. And so I have the paper, school is yellow, and then I have the green for finances, and this is where I like have my bill set up, and I have an insert from Pinterest for the bill pay checklist, so I could write the bill and then check off the months as I go. I just have extra blank paper at the back in case I need it, and then at the back I have that pink insert that also flips so I can make it butterflies if I wanted to. So I put that over here. So that's my essential section. And then you just kind of take each month and then wrap it up with the insert. Fabulous system. And then just close it up. And then you have your little setup. This is my planner setup. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it gave you some ideas and inspiration too. Thank you for all of those who shared their ideas with everyone. That enabled me to, you know, create a little system that works for me. And I hope you can create a system that works for you. Thank you.